I have a team. Doesn't mean I cry. Hello. Hello, YouTube. Okay, we are on. They can kind of see us, you know. Check your mic.
I'm leaving. Mic check, mic check.
Well, put it closer.
Oh, like this right here?
Yeah, so we can
Okay.
hear you. So we
Oops.
can hear
There
you.
we go.
Yeah.
It's been a minute.
So this is the more important because this one is gonna be permanent on
Gotcha.
YouTube.
Okay.
You know. So concentrate on this one. Make sure it's always recording. Sometimes it will stop. Okay. Hello, everyone.
Hello, hello.
Happy Wednesday. So today we have Chris Batista, and this episode is about health and fitness in New York City. And Chris is a personal trainer, so we're gonna talk all about being healthy and fit in this crazy ass city. Because believe it or not, I thought I was fit just running to the subway, but that wasn't the case. So, hi, Chris.
Hi, what's going on?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm happy to be here. Yes.
I'm happy you're here. Can you just introduce yourself shortly?
Yes, so I'm Chris Batista. I'm the co-founder of the Fit Frame. It's a family-owned online fitness business platform and community that we've had for over 7 years now. And I work alongside with my brother, Crown Cobain, and our team. And we basically focus on helping people achieve their wellness dreams and goals, whether it's through a competition they have coming up or a weight loss goal they want to achieve, or just get in better shape for their wedding or upcoming event. So we've been in this industry for over 15 years now, so we had a lot of experience working with a diverse group of people. And yeah, I want to share as much as I can and also learn as well. I'm always learning, always growing, so yeah, excited to be here.
Awesome. So the way that I structure this specific show is that first we're gonna concentrate a little bit on the fitness aspect, and later after the music break at 1 o'clock we're gonna concentrate a little bit more about the health aspect, because working out is just not enough. You also need to have a healthy lifestyle and eat healthy. Well, I don't need to tell you all about it because you know. But yeah, so because I talk a lot about in this show about being healthy and keeping a healthy lifestyle with all my coconut diets and vegan diets and all everything that I tried. So we're gonna dive deeper into it. But first, I wanna just say that today is Juneteenth. So
Happy Juneteenth.
yes, so we're celebrating this holiday today, and it's important to mark because it's the date that end slavery in America. Kinda, although, right? It's kind of, because I read about it, and it ended 2 years prior.
It was just the day it was like basically
Yes.
celebrated. Yeah.
It actually, I was reading about it yesterday, and it kind of annoyed me because apparently the news didn't get to Texas up until like 2 years after.
Yeah, that's why everyone was like really spreading the word. It's like people don't know of his existence, so it makes sense. Yeah.
It's ridiculous to me. I was like really annoyed reading about it.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, what year was that? I know the
I think
year
it
because
was
I did.
19, no, 18,
A- 18
1865, 18, I said 19.
Yeah, I think 1863. So 1863, but then the news got to Texas 1865. So only after, and there are a lot of theories to what happened, and why the news didn't get to Texas. But we weren't there, so we can't know. But I'm glad it got to Texas eventually.
I'm glad you're sharing because some people probably just finding out right now too.
Yeah, I mean, again, as somebody, because I'm not American, I had no idea, like coming to America and just learning about all the history and everything that, because they don't teach us American history in
I
Israel.
just said that earlier today. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just in general, in America, we didn't learn about Juneteenth.
It's important. I also talk a lot about, so every end of the episode, as you know, I mentioned the national holidays and everything.
Yeah.
So it's also fun for me because every day has a bunch of different awareness day and like holidays
They got
and
Bagel Day.
I
don't
they
celebrate bagel.
muffin day, cupcake day, Coke day. Like they have so many days, and I'm gonna mention them later today. Like some are a little bit more,
Yeah.
weird.
Some people use it as excuses, like, "Oh, but this is ice cream day. Like I have to. I
When
can't
is an ice cream day?
I'm not gonna tell you. No,
What-
I don't know the dates. You're gonna have to find. I just know it
You want an ice
exists.
cream day from me? Damn it. Yes, but so I'm gonna mention the national holidays, but every time what I say about these national holidays, it's like it's good that they have a day for it, just to bring awareness and to make us talk about it more. But it's something that honestly we just need to remember every day.
Yes.
Appreciation days and thank you
true.
days and
Yeah.
love days and all these days.
Yep.
We need to remember every day.
I feel the same way about exercise, taking care of ourselves every
Yeah.
day. Yes.
You know, I did not exercise today.
Why is that? What's the
I
excuse? I'm
I
curious.
mean,
What is the
excuse. Okay, okay. There, honestly, there is no really like an excuse that I can like that will satisfy you.
I'm glad you know that. I'm glad you can tell.
but
Okay,
but I am doing my best, and I worked out yesterday and the day before that and the day before that and just today. You know, it's the heat wave. You know that
that's the excuse.
that's
Yeah,
that's
one of them.
I guess that's the
Well,
one I'm
look,
going
the
with
good thing
today.
is it's still early, so you have time to work out today. You can still.
Yes, and I will.
You walked here.
And I no, I took
What
the
kind of
subway.
walk to?
I took
All
the
right.
subway.
I try to throw it at you, to give you one. You said, but that's all right.
Nah, it's okay. Yeah, I'll work out. I'll work today and tomorrow, and you know. But to continue now, because like let's not go off topic.
Yeah.
But okay, so as you know, this podcast is to help people that live in New York City or planning to move to New York City, just came like fresh to New York City. So although we always running around to subways and always in the move, and like if you ever been outside in busy areas, you know, like New Yorkers are always running.
Yeah.
But is it enough?
Is it enough? Just the lifestyle of living in New York, just moving.
Yeah, is it enough to work out?
Nah, it's not enough. It's good. It's better than sitting at home all day and doing nothing, but it's not enough if you want to sustain a healthy lifestyle. You got to do more than that. But it's definitely healthier than like other areas where they don't have as much foot traffic or places they can walk to. But I think people need to understand more that while walking is a great exercise, it's not enough. But I definitely encourage people to walk.
Yes.
But thinking ahead, long term, you know, whether it's 3 years, 5 years down the road, you want to get into some other healthier habits that'll help. But definitely walking is great.
So what it would be if because New York has a lot of options, right? You have a lot of like you have gyms,
Yeah.
you have the option of personal trainers as yourself, you have just parks and you know like that kind of like the DIY, you have
Yeah.
classes.
Yeah.
So how would you recommend going about it? Like just tell us like what are the options that we have because I
Yeah.
briefly mentioned it, but I don't know
No, you
everything.
mentioned some really good ones. So yeah, so one of them that we were just talking about walking, you can add to your walk. So let's say you can walk to a different destination, like different train station. You can go to the next stop instead of the one you usually go to. Or you can just take a longer route or walk home from work. I have some people they'll walk from Midtown or downtown, Lower Manhattan, all the way up to the Upper East Side or even to Harlem. Just
I guess you can bike there as well.
you can bike there. That's another good one. So biking is a great way to get around town. If you want to meet up with your friends, you can either bike with them or bike by yourself. But other great options are like ClassPass. You can use ClassPass. You got a free 2-week trial that you can use. You can try great classes like Dross Fit is a great one. You could try Brash Fit with Brash CJ or with myself, Fit Frame up at Infit Studios. But there's so many options, so there's no reason not to get around. But those are some of the simple things I would suggest.
Okay, so I just mentioned briefly, those of you who didn't watch my previous episodes, I'm gonna just mention that. Shame on you. But I mentioned ClassPass before, and I just said I was talking about it, and I took the 2-week trial. It's actually a cool app because I think it's like the cheapest one is $90 a month.
Yes.
And you
believe so.
get like a bunch of credits, and you can just decide which class you go to. So it's a really good way to try different different class,
Try the class.
different class around the classes around the city. And it can be anything. It can be kickboxing. It can
Yeah.
be yoga, just gyms, dance classes. They even in the membership they also have like spa and massages and
Which is
saunas.
good as well. That goes hand in hand with, if you're gonna do more, then that creates the demand to do more for your body. So different types of treatment like the spa, the massage, that's gonna definitely help. And with the ClassPass, it gives people an opportunity to try different things that they like or may find out they'll like once they try it out. But it's definitely something to get the foot into the door, so you can walk to your next class pass.
What's your
Preferred
preferred exercise, like preferred way to stay in shape? Because you're a personal trainer, so you have it all. Like you can have it in the gym, you can have it outside.
Yeah, though I do have that advantage. I get to do that. But my favorite thing is definitely, and partially why I became passionate with training and just learning more about taking care of your body is so I can continue to do the things that I love to do. But to answer your question, my favorite thing is to play basketball. Like my friends, trainer friends make fun of me like, man, you got to stop playing. I'm like, you don't understand what I've done to be able to move like this and jump and like, I'm 32 and I feel like 22, 21.
You don't look 32, so
See
you
what I'm
know,
saying?
basketball works.
But yeah, but that's one of those things. But it's the other things that I've learned and I've applied that allow me to do the things I love, like I mentioned. So I really enjoy doing mobility work, which sounds boring, but I just love what it does for me. I love
What do you mean by mobility work?
that's like basically getting your warming up your joints to functional movement, basically. So warming up your body prior to an exercise or specific movement drills you can do to increase the range of motion of your body parts. So, for example, my range of motion for my shoulder was very limited, so I focus on not just flexibility but mobility. And a lot of people think they're either the same or one is better than the other, but it's important to implement the both of them, right? I think now you'll see as you dive if you as you dive deeper into fitness, you'll see more of like everyone should be doing a little bit of everything, right? So you should be doing more things for flexibility, for your mobility, for your strength training. And to go back to what you said, I love strength training, resistance training, because there's so many benefits for it, and that's how I came up. Whether it's at a slow tempo or in a class environment or with just body weight, they all fall under the same umbrella. So for me, I like physical training that's gonna kind of tire me out, work me out. Martial arts, kickboxing, I love doing that stuff. That's a tough workout, gets me sweating. It's a full body workout. And again, basketball is a full body. I guess I like full body workouts.
Full body
I'm a
workout.
full
Yeah.
body workout.
I think for people just moving here and figuring everything out with the apartment and the job and everything, and don't have the option to start paying for something now. You mentioning basketball, I feel like it's a great way to find teams, to work out for free, basically. Because
Exactly.
also, for people like me, maybe when you don't like enjoy working out in particular, like that's a great way to dance, to play, to find these activities that you can actually keep up with.
Yeah.
And again, because it can be free, finding a group of friends, I think it's a great workout option.
Especially here in the city, there's so many options that you can go to where you got different communities. Now, I train in different parts of the city, and each area has like their own community base, whether it's online or it's in person. It's more inviting for people to come along, and that method that's been probably the biggest impact I've seen on here in New York is communities, and the same thing online, which is what we focus on as well, is a community base where people come in and they love their trainers, they love their coaches, but they still want to not feel alone and be involved with other people. So whether that's through martial arts, yoga, whatever floats your boat, if you can find a community or a small group, that's great. Now if you're by yourself, that's fine too. Most of the time I do train by myself, and I grew up in New York, so I know how to survive here, and there's no reason why I shouldn't be working out. You have a small space, you can get it done. Yeah.
Okay, and what do you think? Okay, let's say we do have a budget, right? And we're trying to decide between having a membership to a gym or maybe working with a personal trainer or having one of those programs. Like, what would you recommend would be the best way to go about it?
So yeah, if, depending obviously on your budget, if you're able to afford a trainer, that's probably one of the best investments you can do, to have a professional by your side, coach you along the way, that knows what they're doing and also has your support and is there for you. You'll be able to tell just through the people they're working with and your experience as you start. But if that's out of the pocket, then you can still get those trials and learn from that one-on-one experience. Take advantage of that. A lot of gyms have it. Even if you let the trainers know, hey, I can't afford it, I just want to learn, they'll light up. They'll be like, yo, we're gonna make this the best session you ever had. I'm gonna do that anyway, but now that I know what you want, I can deliver. But as far as if the next best option is the gyms, right? You have so many options. You got Blink, you got Planet Fitness, even Crunch may have some good deals, newer sports clubs. They all have deals that you can find throughout the city. But if you're on a budget, you got Blink. Blink has people from CEOs to neighborhood kids who have a membership because it has what you need, and you can still go to these gyms, and there's so much information online that you can gain from, right?
What's the price approximately for a gym membership a month?
So the one like Planet Fitness Blink, it'll be from 26 to 35 a month.
Okay, that's
And
good.
yeah, depending
That's affordable.
it's definitely
Okay,
affordable.
affordable.
Again, if you budget and you plan ahead, you'll be able to afford it. And if you're cutting back on certain things like eating out, hanging out with certain friends, drinking alcohol when we don't even need to be wasting money on that. 2 drinks, you got your gym membership right there. So when I talk to somebody, hey, how many times a week you drink? Oh, I drink twice, 3 times a week. Like, okay, yeah, I can't afford the gym. Yeah, what if you stop drinking? It's like
Honestly, not even drinking, just going out in New York is so
just
expensive.
buying a sandwich.
Even if like,
Coffee.
buying a sandwich or just going, even if you're going to a free comedy show, there's a 2 drink minimum.
Yeah,
So like anywhere you go, it's still like
yeah,
there's a budget that you're gonna spend whether you want it or not.
yeah.
So it's really hard, but it definitely helps to cut back a little bit on certain things and just watch your finances
And
in the
then
city.
you got so many parks. You can go outside, especially now. It's a great time to go outside and train in the parks. A lot of these New York City parks, they've upgraded. They now have like machines and equipment that kind of mimic what you would do in the gym. So there's so many opportunities for people to get started in and get themselves moving and get a workout without
Okay.
having to break the bank, right? And like, yeah, if you have a body, you have a gym.
I want to talk a little bit more about because you're a personal trainer and you have a company,
Hmm.
your brother, and I want to talk a little bit more about the process of when you get a client, when somebody it starts to work with you.
Hmm.
How does that work? Do you help them with nutrition as well? How many times a week do they work out? Do they need to also work out by themselves? Um, can you walk me through the process?
Yeah, so great question. Yeah, so when somebody jumps on board, depending where they're at, if like for example, with the online community, we have a group called the Positive Mindset Challenge. So when people jump on board, that's a free group that people can join now if they wanted to, and then we'll present to them basically the opportunity to join the Fit Frame. So when they jump on board, they're gonna have their training plan, their nutrition plan, and they're gonna have coaching with us on a weekly basis. Some people will have access to weekly coaching. Some people have access monthly coaching, just like we were speaking about the gyms, depending on their budget. But we try to provide solutions for everybody that comes within the Fit Frame community. So once they jump on board, they have their program, they have their training plan, and and then from there we'll be able to take them to the next level. Yeah.
And how many times would you recommend to work out with you, or maybe okay, by yourself? I kind of got
That's
you're
what
like
I was
working out every day, but how many times do you usually train
Yeah.
people
How many
a
times
week?
I usually train people?
In a week, yeah. Because obviously you want them to train every day, right? By themselves.
That's the part I was thinking about earlier that I forgot because I mentioned the training program, the nutrition plan. So before I get to that question, yeah, they're definitely working out on their own and with me as well. So if I'm understanding what you're asking, my clients, for example, they're going to train 5 times a week. They may see me 3 or 4 times a week, right? Usually I have a minimum of training with me 3 times a week.
Okay.
7 days.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, it's
That's
good.
good.
Yeah, like in the training, some people work differently. Oh, anyway, some people work differently. Can you hear me? Mike,
I can still hear you. It's just your headphones. It always disconnects.
that's all right. But yeah, some people work differently, but I like to work with some frequency. Like show me your series by showing up. Now, if you're not able to afford it, then show me your series by showing up for yourself. So yeah, so show up for yourself. But yeah, I mean, I like to try to get them train as much as they can. Some people need to start twice a week, work their way 3 times, 4 times, and then some people end up doing it every day. It's a little bit not too much. Doing something.
It's definitely helpful. Even I feel like for a person who never worked out before, Even because I remember when I started training, it was years ago. I started training with a personal trainer. I got fit pretty fast. She gave me a plan. We were training. We started from 1 day a week, and then we went to two. And obviously, I was active by myself. I was doing a lot of like I rode my bike everywhere because the entire city was under construction and driving was horrible. So I was just with my bike all the time. And I changed my lifestyle with like what I eat. I think I cut down on bread, on some sugars and like all these unhealthy things. And I think like within few months, but then like we switched to 2 times a week. I lost a lot of weight and I got fit pretty quick. So, but I wasn't used to it. So it was like, for me, it was like, so I definitely see the benefit in personal trainer because working with somebody who see you up close and you can literally build you a program adjusted for you, specifically for your body type, for what you want to achieve. I feel like it's the best way to go about it if you have a budget. Which is
Now, if you don't have a budget, at least have a plan.
Yeah.
I keep at least have a plan. So everything you mentioned, it sounds like the trainer had a plan for you to follow, to stick with.
Yeah.
And you was able to see those results. And there's so many options people can you can get a free plan online.
Okay.
Like,
And you mentioned you have an online community. Can you talk a little bit about it for maybe some people who want to start but are not in New York yet or still, getting here?
Yes.
And they want to do something. How does online work? Because for me, training is like usually with,
Yeah.
the
So
trainer.
we have an online, actually an online questionnaire that people can fill out. Actually, if they go to thefitframe.com, you go to contact, you can fill out that questionnaire. And then from there, we'll see what is it that you want to achieve, and also we'll be able to see if we're a good fit. And once people join, sorry, throw me off with that. Once people join, then we'll have a one-on-one conversation with them and get to know a little bit more about them, and again, see if they'll fit in the community and see if we can help them. If not, we have a network of different people we can direct them to. Like, hey, listen, I don't actually specialize in this or know this, and if we don't have anyone in our team that can help them, then we'll direct them to somewhere else. So we don't want people feeling lost when they cross our path. So if I send you to somewhere else, you can, if you feel like it, be like, hey, thank you for, sending me over here, Brash Fit, for example, and, stuff like that. But yeah, when they jump on board, once they can be a part of the community, they can learn from other people, and then we have different challenges that we do from different throughout the years. Sometimes we'll do a 45-day challenge, 60-day challenge, 90. Depends what we got on and depends who's in the group. But since we're expanding, we're starting to create different groups that focus on different goals, if you will. Yeah.
Do you also do group classes?
Yes. So yeah, I do group classes. I'm doing one right now up in the Infit Studios by 212 and Broadway. Yes. So shout out to CJ for that. For putting me on with that. So that's Monday, 6 p.m., Saturday, 9 a.m.
I'm going to link it down below for those of you who want to check it out because you can have the link so you can do that.
Yeah, I got to come check it out. It's a fun class. It's a boxing, strength and conditioning class. So we're going to do some boxing combinations, some core work, some body weight exercise. It's a fun class. It's a good introduction for people to get into to fitness. And you get a trial class. So if you're on a budget,
I'm gonna go.
Come on, what you doing? But now but I'm gonna be on you. I'm gonna be like, hey, thank you for coming in. But I need to see you again next Saturday. That's it.
Oh, so that's a commitment now.
Exactly. You gotta be committed.
Okay.
We're looking for committed people.
Yeah.
But don't commit to us. Commit to you.
Damn, I'm gonna put it on a t-shirt.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. That's another thing. I like the people we work with, because I used to see this a lot early on, is like when there was a time when people were done with their trainers, and like they were like lost puppies. They didn't know what to do, where to go. So I like to try to teach people when they're on their own, they can depend on themselves to show up for themselves, to do the exercises, to create their own core of group people. Hey, let's go around, I want them to also just.
It's hard because then you need to have this discipline that you need to develop a discipline. And that's really hard. That's really hard, especially Yeah, New York makes it harder, I feel like, because there's always such a crazy pace to everything we do. So again, everyone has their own schedule, and I know like some people working, from morning until the evening, and it's really hard. Oh, which brings me to a new question. It's not even written down. Let's tackle him with the new question.
Oh, snap.
Okay, let's say that I work crazy hours, 7 days a week, barely have a day off, need to feed a family of four, really don't
You got
have.
4 kids?
No.
I'm joking.
Shit. No,
Cut. Oh, break. Oh,
but let's say that's the case. I don't have the budget, unfortunately, to gym or even the online thing. What would you recommend to be the minimum amount of time that I can, like, what can I do every day, even if I have, like, I don't have 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I just don't. What would you say? What would you recommend this person to do?
Gotcha.
It's not me. I don't have 4 kids.
We're gonna do a deep search after this. Nah, that's a great question. I actually have experience with working with clients like that who come to us with that same situation where, like, I have 5 kids. I work 100 hours a week. So when people tell me and a lot of people won't like to hear this, but when they say, I don't have time, it's like, yeah, no, you don't, I don't have time to do it. I can't make it. So no, you create the time. You have to create that time. You find out what that time is. So it's hard to see that when you have all these things going on. So if you only have 45 minutes or 30 minutes, 10 minutes, if you have 10 minutes, and do what you can for 10 minutes.
Okay, what do I do with 10 minutes?
Squats, push-ups, you can do lunges, a plank, high knees.
Are you just saying what I did 2 days ago?
And I guess so, yeah. So those are
I did
great.
planks, I did lunges.
There you go. So yeah, so maybe you do have 4 kids and only $10. But no,
You think I'll be sitting here with 4 kids?
could be hiding. Sometimes people just want to hide from their children. But yeah, like, use what you have. And again, someone who exercises, not like you said earlier, discipline, who does 10 minutes a day is more beneficial than someone who does an hour twice a week.
Yeah.
And I know you spoke about this a lot before on your podcast about building habits. So that I keep building habits. So
do you hear that though? Like, do you hear the?
I don't hear it.
No.
Let me use my hand. Building habits little by little, brick by brick, is going to be more beneficial.
It's building a lifestyle, so I kind of
lifestyle.
get it. When you, like, even for me, I at this point, you're gonna be so proud, but at this point, I already got used to the fact that I do my morning walk with my dog, and then when I come back, even before I start making the coffee, I just know that I have 10-15 minutes for the squats and the planks and
There
the
you go.
lunges and the
See, look at
push-ups
that.
and everything.
Round of
You know.
applause, everybody. So,
Thank you. I do the work,
right, that's
you
good.
know, and
That's progress. You're
for me,
progressing.
definitely,
Yeah,
because I don't like working out. I really like it. No,
Yes.
but
Yes.
I feel good after that, and and it makes me feel good after, and it kind of like opens my morning. I know some people prefer working out at the evening. I'm a morning person. Like, I really like working out in the morning because then I feel like I start my day like,
Yeah.
I can do everything.
Most people, yeah, it's actually the best thing to do. If you can get it done in the morning, it's gonna be better for you.
Is there a difference whether you're working out in the morning versus the evening?
So there's a difference. Like, yeah, you're gonna get you're starting the day off with movement. You're getting some great blood flow in the morning. You're getting your heart rate up. You're getting more mobility. You're gonna feel looser. It's better for your joints or for the stress that you have to take on throughout the day. You're doing something challenging, hard that you don't want to do. So by the time
That you can do. Just not the table.
So by the time you go out and do, your day-to-day things, your response to that is a lot easier. And as this, I just have my brother's voice in my head. You don't make time, you create time. That's what I was
think
trying
they
to say.
have it in Tiger Schulman's. I think they have a huge sign that says that.
Yeah, so it's a very true thing. Like, it's no, it's no secret. Like people need to just understand that themselves.
I
Create
think there is time, right? Because everyone has 10, 15 minutes for
if you have a
TV,
phone, an
right?
Instagram,
Yeah,
yeah,
TikTok videos.
yeah.
I feel like, yeah,
Like
you can use this time
if
better.
you liking something, more likely than not, you're probably on the app for like at least 10 minutes.
And I think for people that have a hard time with what's the word that I used before? Um, uh, um, uh, ah,
Ah,
damn, what was not persistent? Damn,
consistency,
self
self-discipline,
self discipline. There you
self-discipline.
go.
Yeah,
That's the word.
yeah.
So people that have a hard time with discipline, I think group classes or personal trainers or somebody that's kind of like at
Mhm.
least in the beginning gonna hold you
Yeah.
to, how do you say that? Hold you to your
Hold,
hold to,
hold you accountable.
yeah, hold you
Yeah.
accountable.
Even me myself as a trainer, not to cut you off, but that's part of why I wanted to go into the Tiger Showmans was because I needed someone to push me, hold me accountable.
Same.
Yeah, be
Same.
disciplined. 'Cause yeah.
Me paying for those classes, I'm like, I gotta go because I'm paying. That's not $20
Yeah,
a
because
month,
oh yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So
If you really want a gym membership, just get a job at the front desk. You get a gym membership. You know?
there you go. Yeah, but that kind of helped me because I needed to be there
Yeah,
twice a week. I had to go, even if I didn't feel like it. And they have classes in the evening, specifically in Manhattan.
yeah,
They have classes in the evening, and then you're tired. You just finished working. You're like, oh, fuck that. It's raining. It's
yeah,
cold, right? And you're like, no, but I'm paying for it.
yeah.
Like
And then you have a great night's sleep after that.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's true.
yeah. So, but yeah, that's one of those benefits about working out at late.
Yeah. Or find a friend to have like a mutual goal with, something that, so you can motivate each other and kind of
Yeah.
like,
So that's what happens sometimes in the Facebook group. People just bond with each other. They're sharing each other's progress. Sometimes they'll share. Well, people just will share their meals, what they got going on. They'll share their videos of their workouts that they're doing, and then they'll give each other feedback, and then they'll start doing it together. Even we have some people in the group living in different states, but they'll work out together. Hey, I'm gonna go work out. You gonna work out too? Yeah, let's do it. So
that's
people will
awesome.
form their own accountability partners. That's the word. Accountability partners within the group. I should just keep my hands behind. Yeah. Anyway.
Just a little bit. Just like a little. Because the mics are on the table, so I can hear the slamming of them. No, get it. No, but yeah, definitely, it definitely helps when you have another person
Sure.
with you, whether it's changing of your diet, and you trying to cut back on bread or sugar or sodas or whatever it is, or smoking even, like if you're trying, it really helps when you have somebody doing that with you
Yeah.
or somebody who who's gonna ask you every day,
Yeah.
like you ask him, did you work out today? And I'm like,
Yeah. Who's in your corner? Who
I
has your
did
back?
not.
Yes. Good when your friends ask, "Did you work out today?"
Yeah. But something that I want to ask you is that I used to think that working out is directly related to weight loss, but I know there are so many other benefits to working out.
Mhm.
Can you mention some of them, people who just never
Yeah,
worked
so
out?
when we just talked about better sleep, right? Better mood. You're gonna be able to handle stress a lot better when you're working out. You're gonna have more energy. You may, even though in the beginning, you're gonna feel a little lethargic, feel slow, and feel like you're going in the wrong direction. That's usually how it is for everyone, especially when they're starting off. But you're gonna raise your energy up. You're gonna have greater strength for your bones, greater for your heart, greater for your mind. I think that's the biggest thing is like it's one thing that can help you have more of a peace of mind. And it's not something you experience until like after you start doing it for a while. Um, what else? What other benefits do we have? Feel more confident, feel better about yourself. You have what?
It's summertime,
It's
people.
summertime. Yeah. A lot of times, when people are in better shape, it shows in their business. When you get almost everyone I work with, not only their body physique change, but their life around them change, the people around them, their family, their friends, their community, their finances end up becoming better because they're in a better mood, right? Their energy is up, their frequency is up, so more positive things are happening. But again, as long as you have that mindset, because you can work out for years and have a negative fixed mindset that is counterproductive. So that's
Yeah.
why we focus on the mindset first. Those four main pillars is their mindset, their movement, nutrition, and wow, forgetting something. It's gonna come back to me later. As of most
Gonna
things.
edit it in.
Uh,
No, but I definitely agree because I do notice whenever I do work out and I start my day with that, I do notice that my motivation is up. I'm more like inspired
Yeah, you
to
get
do
better
stuff.
ideas.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, so I do feel it. And I think people who, like you mentioned, like if you work out but you don't see it, you don't see the benefits, you don't feel good, there are so many ways to work out.
yeah,
Like you don't have to maybe, because I know I used to go to the gym and I did not like it. I'm not a gym person.
mhm,
That's fine, but then I signed up to kickboxing and I was like, yes, I
yeah,
finally found
yeah,
something that I enjoy so much.
yeah,
And it has the cardio aspect and it has the muscle build aspect, the strength workout.
yeah,
So I really enjoyed it.
yeah,
I enjoy playing soccer, right? But I hate running. I don't like running. But if I run in the game,
yeah, yeah. You're
that's
not
fun
thinking
for
about
me.
it. Yeah,
So I feel like if you find what you have fun doing,
yep,
you will feel that.
for sure.
Obviously, don't torture yourself if you really don't like doing what.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
try something else. It's fine.
yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I'll add to that. So for a lot of people who bring up that when they play their favorite sports, they get hurt. Well, it's because we're not kids again. We have to take better care of ourselves. Like if I'm gonna go and play a sport, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna stretch afterwards. I'm gonna make sure I warm up before. I'm gonna make sure I hydrate. So if you don't even have a trainer, at least find someone, whether it's in person, online, that can kind of coach you or give you some guidance on how to take better care of yourself. But yeah, if you want to get into a sport, yeah, pair that up with a question: how can I take better care of myself so I can keep doing this? So by the time I have kids or I'm with my nieces and nephews, I can play with them and not sit on the sideline. It's just not fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I was supposed to ask it like in the really beginning because I wanted to, and then we kind of skipped it. So we're gonna go on a break with that. But
Okay.
I wanted to ask you, it's more of a personal question.
Mhm.
What made you go into fitness? Like what inspired you to start? Because you started a while ago,
Yeah,
right? Like
I
you've
love
been,
that question. Yes. What made me get into fitness?
yeah.
Well, the main thing was definitely my family, getting them to be in better shape, better health. That's been like a long part of my journey is getting them to make better decisions, better lifestyle habits.
Did it work?
It's working, yeah, it's definitely working. It's
Okay.
been a long journey because I for a long time I've been able to help strangers a lot easier than my own close circle. But I never gave that up, and I've been able to learn so many different things that's been able to help them. And it started with them, and then looking around the people around me, the community around me, and that started to expand to like, you know, looking around the world. But yeah, definitely seeing my family wanting to inspire them, and then I love it. It just keeps me healthy, keeps my mood up. It ties me back into doing all different kind of things that I love. If I'm active, if I'm exercising, I'm more passionate, I'm more active, I'm more present, and I'm doing the things that keep me happy. If I stop working out, it's like the driving force for me personally, and I see that spark things in other people too. So it's a win-win. It's fun. I love it, and it's a dream of ours to do this together.
I think I think it's amazing and I mention it a lot with a lot of my guests here on the show because I think all the guests I had there up until now, they all love what they do.
Mm,
All of them.
mm.
And that's why they're here
That's awesome.
because
Yeah.
they're passionate about it and they love what they're doing.
All right.
Yes, and I think um, going back to why you started and how it developed,
Great.
I'll give you a minute.
Yeah. Okay. Hmm.
No, laugh it out. It's all good. It's all good. We still have 4 minutes, so
Awesome. Okay.
yeah. No, what I was saying is that when you're passionate about what you do, it will grow and it will develop because obviously you started with just one client, two clients, your family, right? Your friends, your circle, yourself. And then it grew like one client, two clients, three clients. Oh, I have this idea. Let's create this online thing. Oh, let's do that. Let's start with gyms. Let's do, and it just grows. And and that's why I always say, and I always tell people, if you love what you do, you're gonna make it. Obviously, you need to work hard. Like, that aside, but because you're passionate about it, and it's something that you know, you get up inspired. You're like, I want to help people. I want to help the community. I have this to give. How can I give more?
Exactly.
And I think it's really inspiring. And I love the fact that all the guests that I bring here, they just love what they do.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it inspires me, honestly, because I feel like all of us, and I think it's a healthy place to be in, to always want to grow, to never be comfortable. We talked about it, to never be comfortable to stop, right? Like, no, I'm good now, and that's it. Because that's when you start.
That's when you start to decline.
Yeah, exactly, going down.
Comfortable, you lay back. That's why you always set new goals, set new highs. Like, once the challenge is over, we're like, all right, guys, here's the next challenge.
Yeah,
Here's the
exactly.
next step,
And it makes me wanna go farther all the time and keep growing all the time. And there's always something more I can do. And when I see people around me, it's the same thing we were talking about working out. When you see everyone's like, oh, I worked out today, like, oh, I need to work out too.
It makes you want to do it.
It's the same thing when I surround myself, and this is a great advice for growth in general. When you surround yourself with people who are always moving forward, who are inspired, who are motivated, you're in the right group of people, because then you're gonna want to do that too. Just surround yourself with people. And that being said, also regarding fitness, and we're gonna mention the healthy lifestyle with eating habits and everything. When you're surrounding yourself with people who are where you want to be and they're doing what you want to do, it's so much easier. Because of course, if you're surrounded by people who never work out, only eat out every day and drink and smoke, and
that's all you're gonna get.
Try to do that. I guess it's really hard.
You don't even want to say salad around them. I want to get a salad. Like,
I'd be like, what the fuck? No. So definitely helps to surround yourself with people like that. So that's why I wanted to ask you what made you go into that. That's inspiring, because it started like that, and now it's a business. And this business of yours, you and your brother, you always work, and you keep growing, you keep developing, and there's always a new idea. So
it's still fun, it's still exciting, and we always like, it's just the beginning. So
and you're not alone in this. You're with your brother, so it also helps, because I know from my mom as well, because my mom is in business with her partner. And it helps because when one is down, one is up. It's like, oh, don't worry, we're good. And you keep pulling each other up, and definitely helps.
Yes.
I need a partner.
Good time.
Hey, if you're looking for a partner.
There's hope out there for you. You may find one.
Yes. But wow, amazing. So I think we covered fitness. We're gonna take a little break.
Cool.
15 minutes break, and we have a cool playlist that you sent me, that if you wanna work out to this playlist, this is a great playlist to work out with.
Playlist is from Brass Fit,
and it's called Lit Hip Hop.
Yes.
So we're gonna put this on, we're gonna do a little break, and then in 15 minutes we're gonna come back with a concentration on health and supermarkets in New York City, where to buy, what to eat, what to avoid, things like that. Because Chris is not only into fitness, he's also into a very healthy lifestyle, and he does it for himself, for his family, and his clients. So definitely a good source. So stay tuned in. It's free information. Definitely stay tuned.
Free game.
Giving you free information. But I will see you. Enjoy the playlist. Hello, YouTube. Welcome back. Hello. Let me just stop my Spotify playlist. Did you like the playlist, you guys? Well, you can't answer me now, but
no, I did.
Just hope you liked it. Well, if not, your problem. Did you turn on your video? We're back on YouTube.
We're on.
Amazing. So, we ended on an amazing note, talking. I don't know what's happening today. Talking about fitness and being inspired to, to create your own business and to go after your dreams and to make everything happen. And now we're going to concentrate a little bit more on nutrition. I can speak English better. I promise you. What's happening? Because I usually have my second cup of coffee by now.
How many you had today?
One.
Ah,
Just
a
one.
little behind.
It was a huge one, but it's just one.
What about a green juice?
I just have
I'll bring you one next
I
time.
actually have my huge bottle. I never had this size bottle. And it's water with cranberry.
Cranberry.
Because
Okay.
cranberry is healthy, I heard.
Good.
Especially for ladies.
Yes.
And I'm a
And
lady.
and men as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's also good for you? Well, do you want some cranberry water?
I'm full with the green juice, so you got it, guys. Cranberries and green.
Cranberry juice. And
Cranberry
yeah,
juice,
and my favorite juice over there, the green. Okay, yeah, talking about the
Yes.
green juices.
Yes.
Wow, that was amazing. That was like
That
not
segue.
planned. Let's talk about nutrition because obviously, if we only work out and then eat burgers and pizzas and bagels and I'm hungry,
Yeah.
but we only
Try to
eat
say it
those-
without thinking about it.
I know, right? Bleh, burgers. Ugh, ugh. Yeah, no. But if we only work out, and trust me, I tried that years ago. I was bigger, but I was going to the gym, working out all the time, but I was eating so unhealthy and not the good amounts. Even if I was having a salad, it was like huge salad. I was like, yeah, but it's a salad.
A lot of volume,
Nah.
large quantities. Yeah.
Nah, that's not gonna work. So
That way.
obviously it comes together.
Balance.
Balance, my favorite word lately, because it
Yes.
just
I love
fits
it. You got it. Balance.
everything. Balance. Yeah.
Balance. Now it's never gonna stay. Don't bring it back to balance.
I mean, yeah, obviously. I'm not saying like never have a pizza. No.
Yeah.
And you're not gonna say that
Yes.
because I've seen you
You
having
know,
a pizza.
I had a little pizza. Hey, listen, balance.
Exactly.
Somebody says,
Exactly.
why you eating that? Balance.
Balance.
No,
You
yeah.
can eat
Yeah.
those things, just don't make it a habit of having it all the time. And obviously, if you want a healthy lifestyle, you need to eat healthy. And honestly, a lot of people think that eating healthy is like unsexy and it's not tasty and it's just like salads and that's like it's not true. Like eating healthy can be so tasty, so delicious. And
Yeah.
I'm eating healthy and there is thousands of salad recipes that you can eat and it's not just leaves like many people tend to think. And there are a lot of healthy options like those amazing juices and smoothies without the added sugar,
Yep.
and just, there's so much. But yes, I'm gonna let the professional talk.
So many
So-
options.
Yes.
You're doing fine. You're doing
And
good.
I'm just, I learned so much from you. So I'm just like, yeah, just get your green juice. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. But you're the guest. So we're going to transfer the attention to you.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about like the first question, because there's so much that we can cover
Mm.
nutrition wise. Where do we start
You
even?
mentioned the supermarkets before.
Yes. So one thing is that that I'm gonna mention is eating healthy is definitely more expensive, which is annoying, especially in New York. I don't know how it is in other cities, maybe like in small towns when you have like farmers and you have all that, like you can. But oh my God, in New York, living in Manhattan, like the moment I started eating more healthy and buying more like organic foods and buying more vegetables and more fruits, yeah, it's more expensive. And I do choose to still buy it because I do want to eat healthy, because it's kind of like a chain, right? Because if you don't eat healthy, you're going to spend this money later in the gym, like more being there more, or you're going to go to the doctor with
Yeah,
problems.
that's what I'm
And
saying. You want to avoid you want me to save you some money, work out.
exactly,
That
work
medical-
out,
that
eat
medical
healthy.
bill gets crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Especially in America, you guys. I
Yeah.
would say.
You want to.
Yeah. So we have the supermarkets option, but
Yeah.
if you have maybe a recommendation to people that want to eat healthy and still on a budget, where like what's the best way to go about it? Because there are supermarkets, there are the food carts, not the food carts, the vegetable carts, on the streets. There are farmers markets. How would you recommend to go about it?
So I would definitely recommend, by depending where you're located, but go for the options that have the best deals. I think in New York, a lot of people kind of know right now. And with whatever I say, there's going to be there's always a controversy behind, like, you find out these markets are actually selling things that are not all what they seem to say. But at the end of the day, you're trying to get healthier, you're making healthier decisions. That's going to be a part of it. But a good place to start, Trader Joe's has a lot of great options. Like, it's for some people it's a trip, but once you get down there, you're gonna be saving money by whether you're buying protein or you're buying things, whether you eat meat or you don't eat meat.
I love Trader
Yeah.
Joe's.
So Trader Joe's has everything for you're carnivore, if you're a vegan, if you're pescatarian, you're gonna get good deals in there, better quality foods, right? Obviously, not all of those things they sell there are still going to be good for you. They still have sugars, they still have additives, preservatives, things we want to avoid generally.
But you need to know how to read
The labels,
the
yeah,
labels and to
nutritional
understand.
facts.
Yeah.
So that's the good thing about Trader Joe's. They do have their products tend to have a small range of ingredients, and that's just one of those good rule of thumbs, is to, if it's too many, if the ingredient list is too long or if it's hard to pronounce, you probably want to stay away from that.
Something that I learned is really, like, even if, like, buying coconut water, like, I'm looking at that. There's so many brands now. I remember it used to be just two, but there's so many brands now, and I'm looking at the label, and when it says coconut water, like, sorry, coconuts, right? It's like, okay, this is what I want, but like, you have some that you have coconut water, sugars, and then some acid. I don't know, like, I don't even know what it is, but you have a list of more than one ingredient in something that's supposed to be one ingredient. Water.
Yes.
That's all I need.
That's it.
So definitely I started reading the labels way more, like just buying peanut butter, ingredients, peanuts.
Yeah.
That's all I need.
And then again, because some certain supermarkets, they'll have a product that for a lower price, and at another one, maybe Whole Foods or Fairway, they may have something there that for a different price. So you can kind of, depending on your route, you can get a few items at one market, and you can get your other items at a different market, right? You can, if you plan ahead, you'll be able to see that. Like, okay, blueberries here are $5 as opposed to blueberries here are $7, or these blueberries I can get 2 for $5 and they're organic. If you look for it, you're gonna find it. But again, it all depends on your area. Here, specifically New York, I can definitely say Trader Joe's has one of the best options as far as getting the most for your dollar. And I know a lot of times for people, it's that line is crazy, but hey,
It goes fast.
it goes fast.
It goes really fast.
You can still order things online. I'm gonna keep saying, you going back to a plan, you'll be able to. That's what I love about what we do. We provide all these excuses that even I can get guilty at making them sometimes, but we provide solutions to whatever um, the issue is, right? So it does vary depending on where the person is at. Some people don't have access to certain foods. Some people, we encourage them to start growing their own food. If everyone could grow their own food, then let's do it today. But everyone
Their
doesn't
little
have
New York apartments.
But a lot of people are saving money in New York by doing that. They're growing their own fruits and vegetables in their own apartment. They're even buying these aero garden things to make their own mint, cilantro, added to their ingredients. They're learning how to kind of do their own gardening. They're saving their seeds. You can do that in your
I mean,
apartment.
I grew when I lived in LA. I grew mint, basil, and something else.
Yeah. The thing in New York, where everything we used to clown people about, we're doing now. Oh, why you growing your own stuff? Why are you walking and exercising? It's like, no, we all have to do that.
So what about farmers markets? If I
Farmers
can't grow
market,
my
yeah.
own food,
Yeah. So farmers market, if you want the best quality or the better quality fruits and vegetables, then yeah, it's worth taking the trip. Some of them a little bit more expensive than others, but for certain items, it's like a treat sometimes too. Like, especially if you've had it before, like getting a real good fruit, you bite into it, or you're like, man, it's really good. Somebody's like, hey, can I have some? Like, no, this is too good.
yeah, I've heard people saying that tomatoes taste different.
Tomatoes, yeah, yeah. Strawberries, even the vegetables, the peaches, the watermelon with seeds in it. I love the
Black
watermelon.
seeds, I
Black, gotta
know.
have the
Yeah,
black seeds,
yeah.
fresh. But yeah, it's again, it's worth it, but it becomes expensive. So the next best thing is to treat the foods and the fruits that you have a lot better. So one people a lot of do things a lot of people do is they'll take their fruits and they'll put it in baking soda or different solution that'll help kind of clean up the fruits. So it's going to be getting rid of a lot of preservatives and additives and be a lot healthier for you. Yeah.
What's the exact difference between, well, not the exact maybe because you're not a farmer, but between regular fruits and vegetables and those that say organic?
So that's the thing I kind of mentioned briefly earlier. Like there are some situations where people are selling organic and they're not really organic. But yeah, if it's non-organic, then it's been modified, genetically modified. It's been probably altered with some type of process or something. It's been manipulated in some kind of way. The more natural, the better for you, the better for your body, better for your spirit long term. But yeah, organic is just going to be a lot healthier. It's not going to have all those different things. The closer to nature, the better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you have a recommendation what is best to eat before and after a workout?
Before and after a workout, you definitely want to get in some type of s- if well, if you want to eat before a workout, you can definitely work out on an empty stomach.
Maybe
But
some dates?
some dates, I'm gonna say simple sugars, dates, you got bananas, you can have an apple, you can even have a smoothie, a protein shake. But something that's not gonna be too much on your stomach, on your digestive system. You wanna have that energy to focus on your workout. So yeah.
If you go and buy a smoothie in New York City, just make sure, sorry to cut you off, just make sure that they're not adding sugar to it because some places will add some
Yeah,
syrups.
I talk to my Dominicans. They just throw the sugar
Yeah, just make
without
sure
looking.
because I always make sure because if I taste the smoothie and I'm like, this does not taste natural.
They don't
So,
even ask you sometimes. They're like, "What do you want? Strawberry banana, sugar?" If you don't
yeah,
like quick.
I
But
know.
yeah. So at the end of the day, if you're doing things on your own, doing it yourself, it's gonna be the healthiest way, the safest way, and you're gonna save money, especially in New York. Two smoothies is already $30, and then you got $30 Metro card now. But yeah.
Yeah, so okay, so before workout and then after, what would you say?
After workout, you can also have a protein shake. It's a good thing to have after. Then that window, get a good source of protein. Something also that's some good source of carbohydrates, whether it's through fruit as well. Electrolytes, you want to make sure you get some electrolytes in. Electrolyte is a good drink to do, or you can have your own electrolyte solution that you put in a drink. But the best thing I think is probably a smoothie. That's why you even see like Equinox, they have the juice press in the gym. So after
They're making money as
yeah,
well.
of
That's a
course,
good business
but it's
structure.
good.
You're hungry now.
But it's also it's for someone who has a busy lifestyle. Like if it's there, they're gonna sign up because they
It's
know, look, I
convenient.
got this, I got that, I got what I need. But you'd be surprised how many people have these memberships and don't know even know how to use the gym. Like a guy like me as a kid, like I would dream for having all this stuff in one place, and some of us will get it and still not appreciate it. But it's like I used to have to like go from Washington Heights deep to Brooklyn just to get some seeds or like certain herbs. Now, it's within walking distance, so I can just get it online.
And
So
I still can't find goji berry anywhere. I don't know
I
why.
see. I used to go to Trader Joe just to get goji. I'm gonna just break. I heard it this time. I used to go to Trader Joe's just to get goji berries.
Yeah, they didn't
Yeah,
find them in Trader
yeah.
Joe's
Not
this time. I
everybody
don't
know
know
where
what
they
up with
at.
that. But yeah, I've been like getting into a very healthy lifestyle recently. So I'm buying a lot of nuts, a lot of dates,
Yes,
prunes,
yeah.
bananas,
Healthy
looking
fat.
for those goji berries.
Fats, healthy fats, good for the brain. So yeah, filling, and you don't. Yeah, those are good options.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and smoothie is a good option because well, if I'm home and I have the time, I will make eggs or, something like that, or like a yogurt or something like that after a workout. But if I can't and I don't have the time, smoothie is the best way because I can just put it in a
What's your
to-go cup and I
What's your favorite smoothie?
favorite smoothie. Damn. I think definitely banana. I don't even drink a
Just
smoothie that
banana.
doesn't have
Oh,
banana.
okay.
No, that was just banana. Just
I didn't want banana
that's my
smoothie.
first ingredient,
Okay.
banana.
Okay. Yeah.
Banana and depends. If I want so banana and strawberry, like the classic one, amazing. Add a little peanut butter there or almond butter
Almond butter. Yeah. I
or
like that too.
a little bit, a spoon of yogurt, you know, and dates.
Dates.
I love that. And if I don't want the strawberries, I will usually
Bananas and dates.
I love
You
bananas and
shouted them out
dates.
randomly.
Yeah, no, love
Dates,
bananas and
bananas,
dates.
dates.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes.
You know, I recently got into dates. Like I used to eat them a lot and then I stopped. And then I think when did the coconut cleanse, and I was like, oh, let me give up chocolate because I'm addicted. So I didn't have chocolate since then. Just for you to know, like I did not since the cleanse, which is like what
Was that the
2 weeks, 3 weeks?
was that one of the reasons you wanted to start the cleanse was to get rid of
Yeah,
sugar?
I had my unhealthy addictions that I felt like I became dependent on these sugars and like
Yeah.
unhealthy snacks and all that. So since we did the coconut cleanse, I actually didn't have because I told myself like I want to see how long I can go without the chocolate to
Yes.
clean it out of my
Yeah,
system
you got to.
because I used to
You
crave
got
it so
to.
much. And I told you like there was another day that I didn't crave ice cream, which is insane to me. There is it's insane to me. And now I was eating cereal and then they had added sugar and I didn't know how much, but I was like, I was hungry and I wanted cereal. And I remembered taking a bite and I was like, that's too sweet because now sugar is like, it's a lot. But I love the dates. And then that's when I bought them because I'm like, I still need my sugars.
Still get a little sweet tooth, a little sweet treat. You could
Yeah.
you ever take the dates and you cut it down the middle, take a little bit of almond butter, put it inside.
No, but I kind of
You gonna
want to
do
do
it?
it now.
I can tell you almost like, all right, we're
I'll be
done.
back in a
No,
second.
they're really good. You just cut it, slice it down, a little bit
Damn.
of almond butter. Okay, we can't get crazy with the butter, but just a little bit inside.
Just so not like a
Not the
spoonful.
full,
Like,
because
can
you
I
want to
just?
have, you're gonna eat a few dates, right? You're not just gonna have one.
Yeah.
You gotta be a little generous.
I love almond butter.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so good.
So even that we gotta control. But still,
Damn,
it's
I'm
good.
getting hungry. We're talking
Yeah.
about food here.
Yes, yeah.
But
So,
yeah. But to
so
finish answering your question, the second smoothie that I really love would be banana, kiwi, and pineapple.
I don't hear that mix much. It's an interesting mix.
I don't
Banana,
know. Yeah.
kiwi, pineapple.
I
Sounds
got
good.
some kiwis and they were going bad, so I froze them. And then I had them with my smoothie.
Yeah, you gotta keep the
And it was
kiwis.
delicious.
You can skin on or skin off.
Off.
Okay, I don't know. Some people.
Off. It's not sweet potatoes.
Okay, you're right. You're right. You're right. You're right.
Just throw everything in the blender, no cutting. Just
I'm healthy. Yeah, I wanna be healthy. Yeah. What about
Oh.
your green juice? I think it was celery.
Yeah, that's the thing. So I notice when I drink juices, if it's a combination of a lot of fruits, I don't necessarily feel good after that because it's a lot of sugars at
Too
once.
much. Yeah.
Yeah, but when I drink the green ones, which is what spinach, celery, and cucumber, right?
Mhm.
And you can add a green apple for it to be a little bit sweeter.
Yeah.
But I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. And it's usually like when I used to drink it back in LA, and I remember people were like, "Ugh, green juice, what is
Yeah.
that?"
Yeah.
It's delicious. It's so
good. It's
refreshing,
refreshing.
especially in the summer.
Give you some energy.
I know.
Yeah.
It's great. It's
It's
great.
good
I'm
stuff
gonna
for the
have,
blood. I think we need more. We don't get enough greens generally. So
I
yeah.
think most people don't. I feel like especially
D,
a New
some,
York
yeah.
culture. It's
Yeah.
not a very I think that okay, I talk about it a lot too about the difference between LA and New York, and I feel like LA is definitely they have a more healthier culture there
Yeah.
eating wise. They have a lot of avocado toasts and salads and smoothies.
Yeah.
And juices, and I feel like New York is a lot about the pizzas and the bagels and the food carts with the falafels.
Yeah, especially the New York culture, like we like tie our hearts to it so much, like our food, like this is us. Like look how New
Chopped
York is
cheese
all,
in the
yeah,
deli in the middle
chopped
of the
cheese
night, which is
mixed,
amazing.
soda. But yeah, it's hard for
Uh,
us to let go of certain things. But that's like with anything else, you gotta let go to allow the space for
but I
something.
don't
You gotta, I mean, listen, hey,
We all have to have our chopped cheese once in a while.
yeah, you can have a chopped cheese every now and then. Bring it back in. Yeah. But yeah. Damn, I forgot what I was gonna say.
What were we talking about? Yeah, the culture. So
Culture.
food, because I feel like because New Yorkers are on the go all the time, on the run, and these food carts, if you are in New York, you know, they stand in every corner and it makes it so accessible and so easy for you to just grab something on the go. And these bagels, bacon, egg, and cheese
Yeah.
with coffee, 2 sugars, and milk.
Mhm.
You know, it's these croissants. It's very. And the smells. I mean, you go on the
smell
street, the
catchy.
smells are everywhere, and you just want to eat
That's
everything.
why you should wear a mask.
Yeah.
Just so you don't want to smell the stuff.
Yeah, because if we're talking about smoothies and green juices and salads, they don't smell.
Nah,
They don't. They like, but bacon,
gotta
egg, and
taste
cheese
it.
will smell. Empanadas on the street.
But that's why you gotta fight the temptation. You can't fall
Yes.
into it.
And I feel like after a while, of course, if you start your diet, not diet, I don't like this word. If you change your lifestyle, right? You change your eating habits, and the next day you find yourself in a bakery, with somebody making a crepe right in front of your. Maybe that's a little hard, to like because you just started. But I feel like right now where I'm at, it's been 3 weeks since I had any of these like sweets, and um, it's less tempting now.
So
It's
you have better control with it now.
definitely. I have chocolate at home. Like I have chocolate that I didn't finish from the last time
You
that
just stare at it.
it's just there.
Oh, good. It's like
Yeah.
design now.
Yeah, I have chocolate and I look at it and I wanted to have some yesterday. I was drinking coffee and I was like, but just one. But then I was like, okay, that's how it starts. I'm not ready yet.
Just one
Not ready
cigarette,
yet.
just one chocolate, just one this, one that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why you don't feed into temptation.
Yeah. So like
'Cause
once in a
yeah,
while,
yeah. You can get back on the bad habit train really quick.
Yeah.
So that's why it's good to have people in your corner. If they see you go that way, bring you right back.
Yeah. And again, don't get me wrong, I'll have a cake on my birthday.
Yes.
That's just gonna
You
happen.
have to. Yeah.
But again, it's like I was saying, it's
want
once in a
people-
while, it's not all the time.
Yeah. People want to be looking their best their birthdays. So look your best, eat what you want. But the next day, back to it. Yes.
The next day it's like, but I have
Back,
leftovers
no,
from the
it's my
cake.
birthday week. No, yeah. So more of a reason to work out. So everybody's birthday is like, okay, I'm gonna be there tomorrow.
No, but it's easier
Pretty.
I feel like once you work out and you have this healthy lifestyle, you don't want to eat cake every day
Yeah.
because you worked so hard.
hard.
You put so much effort into it.
Especially if you're investing a lot of your time and money into it, like you want to see those results. There's no point in you're cheating yourself. You're playing yourself. It's like throwing your money away.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's never worth it.
Exactly. Do you have any more suggestions and recommendations of how to keep a healthy lifestyle? I know it's a very general question. And whew, wow, that was fast. We need to finish soon. Yeah. So because we're moving now to the national holidays and to the recommendations and some things that you want to mention as well. But if you have any like last recommendations for this specific show about nutrition and fitness, and just if you have some, you don't have to.
So yeah, I think my recommendations would be to, like I've been saying, it's just to have a plan, right? Create a plan and stick with it. You have to trust it. You have to believe it. And that's the best thing you do. If you don't believe it, it's not going to happen. As with anything else. And if you have trouble finding a plan or creating a plan, reach out to us and we'll be happy to help you guys. Yeah.
The links will be down below with all the information we talked about, including all the recommendations that we're going to still talk about, because there are a lot of, if you really can't afford it, if you really are on the budget, there are a lot of free options that I'm going to read to you right now because I was actually researching yesterday. And obviously, it's not for everyone. I don't see myself going to do a yoga in Bryant Park. It's not for everyone, but if you're on a budget, you want to work out, there's always a way.
Yeah.
You can keep making excuses.
That's
There's always a way.
Yeah, the parks, they have great free classes, especially this time of year. Bryant Park, you're going to see them at Riverbank Park. We're going to host we're going to host a workout class this summer along with Brass Fit. So
Nice.
that's one of those classes. But yeah, seek and you shall find. You will find.
Yeah, just follow him on social media. It's also going to be linked below. And then you're going to have all the information that we spoke about. If you can't reach it, just reach out to me and I'll give it to you. But there are definitely a lot of options. I'm going to read the options. Then we're going to go to national and international holidays.
Yes.
And then we're going to finish with some music because we're short on time. Okay. So the first one, as we mentioned, was ClassPass, which you definitely should try out, even just to try out the first 2 weeks because they're free. Just try different classes. If you're looking for your favorite sport, what you want to do, that's a great way. I mentioned the Bryant Park Yoga, which they have. It's free. Again, all the links are down below. They have Shape Up NYC, which I discovered yesterday because they have two. They have Shape Up NYC and they have Outdoor Fitness. If you click the link, you just have all the different classes they have for free. Like I know they have for sure yoga. They have Zumba. They have, it's not always in a park. Like it's called NYC Parks, but they have locations. They have dance classes, Zumba classes, cardio, like everything, and it's free. You just need to
Take
sign up,
advantage of that.
which is crazy. Like I discovered it yesterday. Did you hear of it?
Not stand up NYC enough, but yeah, that's a cool option to have everything right in front of you, so you really have no excuse.
I know, yeah, they have so many options. And then on this website, there are a few places that offer their first class for free, which is Grit Boxing, Swear Fitness, Exhale, Burn, Car Power Yoga, Orange Orange Theory, and Overthrow. All these places offer first classes for free that you can also try. Some of them I tried actually with my ClassPass. So
Nice.
yeah, it's nice. It's really nice to experience a class before you start committing and paying because not every class is for everyone. So that's a good way to find out. And you have a link also for Secret NYC. Secret NYC is a great website or Instagram account to follow if you're just looking for things to do in NYC. And they post a lot of activities around the city. And I found the page for free stuff, fitness wise. I love free stuff. Bryant Park Yoga, like we mentioned, Solstice in Times Square. I don't know what Solstice is, but I see people working out, so that's nice. Healthy on the Hudson, which is also like yoga, I think. Seaport Fit.
Work out by the water.
I know, right? With this view.
Yes.
Waterfront workouts at Brooklyn Bridge Park. Are you kidding me? That it's all free. Just go,
Just
try.
go.
You know,
Just go. Just show up. Bring a friend. Tell a friend.
It's free to try, right? That's awesome. Wow, I'm just like I should go myself.
Yeah. I was gonna ask, which one are you going to? You talking about all of these?
I'm like, yeah, which one am I going to? That's a great question. But yeah, so these were the recommendations for all the free things you can do if you can't afford. So there are really no excuses. And if you can afford, definitely check out Chris because I trained with him. So I'm not just like saying I trained with him and he's really good. So if you have the budget, definitely worth it.
Yes. Yes, you guys can DM me at Batista Strong or reach out to us at thefitframe.com.
There you go. And again, the link is down below. And I really hope you do because, like I said, living in New York City, we often think that it's enough to just run from subway to subway. It's not.
Yes.
There's more you can do. There's more that you need to do.
Yes.
Okay. Ooh, national and international holidays. So you wanted to mention a day, not a day, a month. Because it's June.
Yes, it is June. So, in addition to, I know this June is Pride Month, but another thing a lot of people not talking enough about is Men's Health Awareness Month as well. But that's the men's job to talk more about it. That's part of the problem. Too many men are just quiet. But what I'm seeing more now is guys coming together and creating those opportunities, a safe space where people can, well, men specifically can come together and get out of their comfort zone. Have, like you said, certain things that people are doing over in the West Coast. Just for example, people should be doing over here, which is, I think, meditating, getting more familiar with different forms of exercising, like yoga, breath work, but more importantly, having a space where you communicate and share and feel vulnerable without having to, and be vulnerable without having to feel uncomfortable and feel like you're being judged. I know, just speaking with men in general, whether they're 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, whether it's this year, 10 years ago, 20, it's been the same conversation. So seeing this happen has been great. But just to share one more thing, it's coming up. I'm not particularly part of it, but I know it's in the city. It's called the Body Project. And that's going to be, I believe, July 13th. And that's going to be one of those things where men can come. I think it's a few days where they're doing certain activities together, where they're having practicing breath work and they're again communicating certain things that are bothering them and helping each other grow. So that's a good thing that I'm seeing. But
I'm happy to see that men have more space now to be human, honestly.
Yeah, perfect.
Because if I think about like years ago, and even if some countries they have this mentality of like no feelings, no emotions, are just men, right?
Yeah.
And so many men suffer from it because we always talk about, promoting women's rights, and it's really important. But all like the part of the discrimination and the gender role in general is that a lot of men just can't express feelings, emotions. You can't cry. You can't say that you're sad. You can't meditate because I'm gonna play baseball instead. And this is,
And you can do both. That's the funny thing. You can
Yeah.
do both, and your favorite athlete probably
Yeah, but like
does
you
all
said,
these
it's
things.
really important to meditate, to work on your breathing, to go to therapy if you need to
Therapy,
talk
yes.
about, whatever you need to.
Yeah.
And I'm
Oh, that's
glad
the
that
thing.
it's
I think people signing up are having like a free month or trial with like BetterHelp, which is like a
BetterHelp. I know about
therapist.
BetterHelp. Yeah.
So you get a trial with that as well. So it's a cool thing for people to experience it.
So BetterHelp if you need a therapist. It's online, right? So you
BetterHelp,
can
yeah,
you
yeah.
can access it anywhere. So that's a good thing to have. But yeah, I'm definitely happy to hear that people are opening up more to it.
Yes.
You know that while I was researching yesterday about what June is, and obviously you mentioned Pride Month and the Men's Health Month, and it's Juneteenth today. So, but there are other things that are mentioned in June. Part of this is
Ice cream.
nah, Cancer Survivors Month. It's
I
also
like that. I
June.
like that. Shout out to
Yes.
the cancer survivors. A lot
Yes.
of cancer survivors supporting their green juice detox and movement.
Yes. So
Yes.
this is your month. And it's also an Alzheimer and Brain Awareness Month.
Yes.
So, and if something I know, I don't know much about Alzheimer, but I do know that when you keep your brain sharp at all times and you keep developing all the time, so like learning a new instrument, learning a new language, reading a lot, solving like puzzles and problems and all that, you keep your brain sharp and you have less chances to get Alzheimer when you grow old, which I feel like previous generations didn't have access to all these things. And that's why it's happening more to previous generations. But we have access to so much. So we can always, develop our brain. Again, never get comfortable. Never be like, yeah, I learned enough. You never learn enough.
Yeah.
Never. Just embrace it. There's always
Yep, yep.
more to learn. There are like 200 and something languages in the world. Pick one. But moving on to just some of the mentions of the national holidays for specifically June 19th, obviously the Juneteenth, as we mentioned. It's also talking about not drinking, National Martini Day. Maybe not.
You don't have to follow all of the holidays.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a martini.
Oh, and talking about gender roles and everything, it's also International Day for the Elimination of Sexual Violence in Conflict. So yeah, to basically end crime against women, which, like I said, it's a day to mention it, but definitely every day.
Yeah,
It's
it
like
should be, yeah.
Martini can have one day a year. That's fine. But things like that, it's
It
just
should already be known.
it should
named,
be
yeah.
definitely known. I hope I didn't break the news to you. Uh, yes, and it's actually also World Sickle Cell Day, which is apparently a very common blood disease. Also something that I want to mention, and I mention it a lot with my guests here, is always to stay on point with your health, even if you're having a healthy lifestyle, but especially if you usually eat junk food, if you consume food with high cholesterol, and if you smoke, if you're drinking a lot, just keep, just check your health constantly, do blood work, listen to your body. That's very important, along with your exercise. And and whenever you change in your that's one thing that I wanted to mention, that because as part of you being a personal trainer, you understand more about nutrition. And I know a lot of people, and that's a benefit, because a lot of people will start a diet without understanding what they're doing to their body, and they suddenly cut off everything, and then it makes them feel bad, and then you're not getting enough vitamins and you're not getting enough nutrients. And one thing is, if you really want to change your lifestyle and your diet and what you eat, is either consult with a professional who understands and knows how to substitute all these other things and how to do it in a healthy way. Especially if you have a personal trainer, they will tell you what you should consider. Obviously, it's not a doctor, but they definitely, they definitely tell you and do your research. Do your research about these things. But I hope that after this episode, you're inspired and motivated
Yes,
to
yes,
be healthy and feel better.
yes.
It was a great episode.
Glad to hear
Yeah.
that. It was great.
You have fun?
I had fun. I think we shared a lot of good gems. I think people at least take away something that
I-
we can get started with.
Hopefully.
And if not, we here.
Yes, and if you missed it again, it's on YouTube, and if all the links and all the things that we mentioned, the entire 2 hours is gonna be linked down below, so you
Doesn't
can.
feel like it was 2 hours.
I
That's
know,
crazy.
right? It's crazy. Usually, like we start the music
It's
7 minutes
martini
before.
time. No, I'm joking.
We're gonna go have a burger. Yeah, I'm hungry, but but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed the episode and you got a lot of information. You can connect with me and with Chris because the links are down below, and definitely hope you're gonna work out and eat healthy from now on.
Yes.
Good luck with that. We're gonna switch off to music and we're gonna see you in 2 weeks with another exciting guest.
Right.
Bye bye.
Peace.
Totally.
Yeah.
Coconut.